What's up, guys? It's your boy Jordan Bobby here, coming guys with a brand new podcast video. I've tried to do this podcast video 5 times already, and honestly, I'm not in the mood, being real honest. But my phone, I think my phone's alright, so I think I'm good to talk and stuff like that. So let's hope this doesn't screw it up. I delete pretty much everything in my phone. Need to do this podcast video. It kind of sucks because there are important things in my phone, and I have to read them all. It kind of sucks, but you know what? We're gonna do this podcast video and stuff like that. So, anyway, so besides that point, is Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather fight. It actually happened on June 6th. I think it's June 6th. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm probably mistaken, but it's actually really happening, and I'm actually super excited because Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather did have a face-off last week, or a couple weeks, and they're facing off, and it was good trash talking and stuff like that. It wasn't bad trash talking, it wasn't horrible trash talking, and stuff like that. Floyd Mayweather bring up the Suicide Forest, and Logan Paul did it like that, so Logan Paul came back at Floyd Mayweather, brought up his wife, and stuff like that, so it was good trash talking. Now it's actually personal, and stuff like that, and it's actually great. So, me personally, I always did my thing on Spotify, who I think is gonna win. I think Logan Paul's gonna win. I think Logan Paul's gonna win, because the reason being, because Logan Paul, he's a YouTuber, so I'm gonna pick YouTuber's side. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird I pick for Mayweather's side. But me personally, I think Logan Paul's gonna win, and not if Floyd Mayweather win, good for Mayweather, but Logan Paul is gonna win. That's gonna break the internet and stuff like that. It's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be cool. But with top of that, let's talk about Jake Paul. I feel like Jake Paul is so smart what he actually doing. You think about it. Jake Paul is actually smart, and the reason being because Jake Paul at Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather face off. Logan Paul came on the steps. If you haven't watched Logan Paul video, go watch it. But he came down the steps, and Logan Paul said this is personal now, and then he came down the steps, and Jay Paul in the background said, "I'm going to take his hat," and I'm like, is Jay Paul when I watched the video, when I watched it, I'm like, is Jay Paul actually going to take his hat? And he actually did, you know what I mean? And he got a lot of attention. That's how smart Jake Paul actually is, and a lot of people don't give him the credit of it. A lot of people hate Jake Paul, and me personally, I'm used to hate Jake Paul, but now, Jake Paul, attitude and stuff like that, I kind of like it, you know what I mean? I kind of fuck with it. So me personally, I kind of like that kind of attitude, not giving a fuck, you know what I mean? So me personally, I think Logan Paul, Jake Paul's very smart going up to Floyd. I think if Floyd Mayweather take him on both, here's what I think. They go longer with Logan Paul. I think Floyd Mayweather might win. Don't get me wrong, but it goes shorter for Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul's gonna win, because it's Logan Paul been doing boxing a long time. For Mayweather doing boxing more longer, and Logan Paul, and if Floyd Mayweather fight Logan Paul and Jake Paul on the same night, and Logan Paul let's say Logan Paul lose. I'm not saying Logan Paul's gonna lose or anything, but what if Logan Paul lose, and then Floyd Mayweather hop in the ring with Jake Paul and freaking pretty much do that, fight. I think personally, and that's what I think I have my own opinions and everybody else has their own opinion. If Logan Paul loses Floyd Mayweather and then Floyd Mayweather fight Jake, I don't know what's gonna happen on the same night. I don't know clue. I don't think it's gonna happen on the same night, but it'd be cool if it does, because that's never happened in a Boston energy. And that's why I hope it happen on 2 nights, being real and honest. But if Floyd Mayweather fight them both on the same night, and Logan Paul didn't win, I see Jake potentially winning, beat Floyd Mayweather, but on the same night, probably. But when I think it's not gonna happen on the same night. I wish it does, because that'd be freaking cool. But I think that'd be cool. So, just imagine Logan Paul just winning the fight, and I think Logan Paul deserved to freaking win. I mean, being honest, I think Logan Paul deserved to freaking win, because I feel like KSI thing wasn't fair. Cause I already knew KSI, being real and honest, I'm not saying KSI is a bad boxer. I know in the past I kind of say, well, KSI probably never gonna fight Jake Paul, and who knows? They might fight Jake Paul, they might not. Who knows? You know what I mean? But I think with KSI versus Logan Paul fight, I feel like it wasn't fair in a way. I was watching it, I felt like it wasn't fair. Logan Paul should not have that strike, and KSI should have so many strikes, but I think KSI had 1 strike, and I think Logan Paul probably have 3 strikes or something in the boxing match. But me personally, I feel like the fight wasn't fair and stuff like that. So who knows? We see part 2 of KSI versus Logan Paul? Probably not. Who knows? I don't think so. KSI said he's done, but KSI versus Jake Paul, that'd be a crazy match. I think Jake Paul should hop in the ring, but I think Jake Paul is so not in the YouTube space anymore, and he's not in the YouTube space in the Boston world. I think fighting KSI is kind of just pointless now, because now Jake Paul's doing better, bigger things, and KSI doing bigger things too. So I think it's kind of pointless just to fight a YouTuber, and then KSI. Cause I just felt like Logan Paul should have won that whole fight. Being real honest, I already knew in the moment this is a draw. I already knew they went behind Logan Paul's back. I'm being real honest. They went behind Logan Paul's back, and this is my own opinion. And I think that Logan Paul should have just won the fight. But who knows? No, who knows what happened? But that's the thing. A lot of people probably think with me personally, I think it's all for the money. Obviously, it's all for the money. It's all about the the entertainment personally. And I think it's fun. You know what I mean? It's cool to get people excited. We need an entertainment aspect, because being real honest, in 2020, everything's just so boring, and people are angry at each other and stuff like that, and I think we just need to, back off and have fun and entertain, you know what I mean? And that's it. I think that's what Jake Paul was you know what, 2020 was the worst year of everybody's life. Stuff make it more entertaining and stuff like that. So that's day 2. So me personally, I hope Logan Paul wins. that's it for me personally. But anyways, we're gonna move on from that topic. I know this whole podcast is about the topic, but I wanna like switch it up and talk about one thing. So my site, I remember the rap podcast I done like a month ago. I'm sorry about the background noise. A month ago, and I kind of got about the site. Being honest, it wasn't really. It's really hard to build a site. I think it's gonna be easy, better than building an app, because the app is more like freaking harder and building a site. So I'm like, okay, maybe a site would be more freaking easy and stuff like that. But obviously, it's not easy at all. So me personally, I wasn't like really excited about building a site, but maybe in the future it might be a site, it might be not. I just don't know. I kind of sadly I'm more like focused on the YouTube, and having my own platform, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I'm more like focused on just making content for YouTube and for everybody else. The site is just getting too much, and in the future it might be more. It might be a site coming, it might be not. It just depends. I just want to like put that out there. The site is not coming at all. Kind of sucked, because I was actually really excited about wanting it and stuff like that. But now it's just like I'm more focused on like the podcast and now the freaking my second channel and stuff like that. So it's not. I don't know. Maybe in the future it comes and I have like a better like idea of what I want to do with the site and stuff like that. And I think what happened with me, like I was kind of jumping on it and being like, oh no, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna build a freaking site. I'm gonna, content and just, post videos on the site. But the reality was it's too much, and I kind of staying away from YouTube, focus on the site, building the site, not posting videos. So it wasn't like really making me happy, you know what I mean? So like honestly, I think I'm at a point not wanting the site at all. But it's in the future, and I probably might want the site, but who knows? I just don't know. I just hope I do want to site in the future, but who knows what's gonna happen. But me personally, I think I just want to focus on YouTube and focus on just making the platform, or not making posting videos that I enjoy doing on YouTube, and that's the thing too. It just wasn't working out where I want to work it out and stuff like that. So I would guys not be upset about it, but the site's not happening at all. I kind of stopped it altogether. I talk about music at all. Oh, so next week I'm gonna be making my first song back. I'm pretty excited about it. It's not gonna be about my life. It's not gonna be about whatever I've gone through in the past. It's not gonna be about that. It's gonna be more like fun music. So I hope you guys like it. It's gonna be like a singing type of music, not gonna be like sad stuff. And nothing wrong making sad music. I just think with me personally, I keep playing about sad stuff. It's just a lot of people probably get sick of it, and they're gonna be like, okay, that's kind of pointless. You playing the sad stuff over and over and over. Why not just make fun music? That's where I got my idea from. And so this summer it's gonna be crazy with music, cause I'm gonna get back onto it, and I'm gonna be recording my first song next week. I'm gonna try to anyways. I'm probably gonna fail like so many times and stuff like that. So, but I'm kind of nervous about doing music again. But you know what's gonna happen with that. It's gonna be super cool. I hope you guys really honestly enjoy it and honestly have fun with it and do whatever with it, cause I think it's gonna be freaking cool. So I think it's gonna be cool, and but I don't know what to talk about. Being real and honest, to talk about my music. Honestly, making music. When you get into music, you have to honestly think about it, and honestly truly think about it and take your time on, not just rushing it. Cause with me personally, what happened with me, at a time, I was rushing into things, and I wasn't making the music. I'm like I love my song, most of my songs, I love them, but I wasn't honestly proud of them. You know what I mean? But I just hope this next type of music is being more better and excited and happy. No one don't want to listen to sad music. Sometimes I listen to sad music, but I think it's just me personally. I print out really press things. I think about it now. I was thinking I put so many my life out there, and now I wish I never did put my life out there and share with you guys with it. But it's always done and deal. But I need to help people. Don't get me wrong. It probably help people. So I'm always grateful at that. So it's always that too. So me personally, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I want to do music the rest of my life. That's the biggest thing I want to do. It's actually a lot of fun. It's you have to do whatever you want when you're singing and stuff like that. A lot of people think doing music is easy. It's not easy at all. It's really freaking hard. It's super freaking hard. You have to think about what beats you want. You want make sure you practice before you actually start recording. And that's why I do. I practice before to make sure it's actually good, not bad. But me personally, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun just doing freaking music. I think it's gonna be super cool coming back to it. It's gonna be a lot of different type of music, style of music, and stuff like that. So I'm pretty freaking excited about it. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I on the mic, cause I'm actually gonna be doing it again. It's kind of be doing it a first time ever, but it's actually not my first time ever. It's kind of just doing it the first time ever, so it's gonna be super cool. I hope you guys are excited about it, much as I am, cause me personally, I think I'm super excited about it and stuff like that. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. The podcast video is actually almost done. I'm actually really enjoying making podcast videos because it's actually more funner than making content. And not wrong with making content. I'm still making content. I'm just making on my second channel. But no, it's pretty fun to making podcast videos and actually get the top 3D. No, not very 3D because you still have to follow the rules and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling at this point. It's okay. It's a podcast video. But I have to probably end this video because I have to eat this. I know I have it in my hand the whole time, but pretty much I'm gonna eat it right now. Probably gonna fuck my teeth actually, but I'm gonna take a drink. Well, I hope you guys honestly super excited about the new song. I'm really excited about it. It's probably gonna come out on July 4th or something like that in the summertime, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. Maybe I'll give you guys a sneak peek on Instagram. Who knows? So it's coming back. I'm super freaking excited. And yeah, so I hope you guys really enjoy this podcast video. I'll try to do this podcast video for 5 times now. But you know what? We got it done. And so I hope you guys really enjoy this podcast video. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this podcast video. Make sure you subscribe, turn the bell. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.